Welcome to the Loyalsock Trail. I'm at the trailhead right off Route 87 here. I just got my awesome wife to drop me off at the trailhead, and she'll be there waiting for me at the other end whenever I finish this. Right off the bat, it's a really steep climb coming up here, and the road isn't a super busy road, but it is busy. This trip is going to be a 60-mile trip. I'm set up for 5 days. It's a little late in the day today. It's about 2:30, my hike is starting. So, and I'm planning on being out early Thursday at the latest. Now, if I turn this into a 4-day trip, I might. We're just going to play it by ear. But right now, I got 5 days worth of food on me, a full 2 liters of water, and all my snacks. I'm clocking in at 31 pounds right now, right out of the car. My base weight is probably pushing 17 pounds. I did cut some weight in the off season, but usually when I cut weight, I add weight. So I'm gonna be generous on that and say, I think my base weight's probably 17 pounds. With my hammock set up. Boy, I really miss my hammock. I can't wait. I mean, this trail puts you on some of the steepest sections straight out of the car. It's very steep coming up here. Look at all that. That is some steep hiking right out of the car. Got me thinking twice about even doing the trail. Well, we did a 3/4 mile straight up hike, and now it's starting to level off here. I'm gonna stop and stretch out early. Help really work the calf muscles coming up. This is usually how I stretch my calf muscles. I find a nice propped up log or a rock or something, and I just hold this for quite some time, 45 seconds or so, until they start to feel not as tight anymore. I got some new shoes too. I opted for the hat with the brim on this trip too. After that last trip, I was sunburned on my neck and on the top of my head. Guess my hair's gotten a little thinner than it used to be. That was a shock when I got in the shower. I was like, whoa. And look, my first snack on the trail matches my new shoes. Ooh, is that a sign? Now coming up here at just about 2 miles in, I will come to a potential campsite with a water source. Water is intermittent and it might be dried up. So I'm gonna use that to gauge maybe how the rest of the trail might be. Oh, look, and just around the corner from there, we got a flowing stream. Now, according to my guide I'm using, this isn't exactly where that potential campsite would be, but there is water flowing pretty good on top here. The potential campsite is 2/10 of a mile this way. Well, that camp does exist right here. It's a nice camp. I'd say 4 tents or hammocks. Water is just right through the brush there, and it's flowing pretty good, just like the other one. Now, at the beginning of the trail, there was a notice that they were going to be digging up some of this road here or along the trail and adding a pipeline in. So be careful. I see what they mean by that. I see where the trail goes down there now. Took a left turn right into the woods here. And smooth sailing looks like from here. Looks like I'm going to be doing some downhill. Well, it looks like the last person to sign that trail register was 2 days ago. So nobody at this trail register last couple of days. And I think this is the last climb of my day. About 3 miles to go, I think. 6 o'clock maybe? Ooh, that's steep. Now this is the part where the Laurel Ridge Trail joins up with the Loyalsock Trail for a bit. Right now I'm at Helen's window. Smith Knob's right up ahead here too. That's gonna be, I think, a bigger view. So let's check that out. There's a camp up in here too. Oh, this would have been cool to know about. I might have camped here. I could do my hammock here probably. Either right there. That looks a little... I'm not staying here. I don't have any water for it. Well, might be pretty good for a tent. Might not be the best for a hammock. Well, maybe between this little guy and this big guy here. That's a possibility. Anyway, speaking of camp, wasting time here. Welcome to Smith's Knob. This is a doozy of a vista. Look at that. Look at that beautiful hollow. I think we could find a nice camp down in here. Oh, and right when I say that, here's my first camp to choose from here. Right off the bat, I don't see a great hammock spot. Painter Run Trail is right here where we are. Let's go check out this camp. I don't know if there'll be more that way or not. Just turning 8 o'clock now. Sunset's at 8:30. Awesome. Coming up some of those climbs, I didn't think I'd be able to get here in time for before it was dark. This is right on the trail here, whatever this yellow marker is. Must be Painter Run Trail, yeah. Guess I can go right here. It doesn't look that fun. I could. Let's see what else. Let's see where there's this way here. Well, I walked all the way through that and up onto the road here. And this is where the potential campsite was supposed to be. I don't see one. I don't want to camp next to a road either. So this is a bust. I'm going to go back down into that hollow and make it work somewhere down there because it was only like 0.2 miles down. I don't want to camp next to this road. I don't even see a camp. It'd be different if there was like an awesome camp here, but we're going back down. Can't find the best campsite all the time. We'll make it work down here though. So I'm just walking along this side trail that was by it. And I said I'm gonna walk over to this little hill and look over it. And right there is a camp. I'm gonna have to make this work because I've passed so many camps that I didn't like or didn't look good to me. Got some sitting logs. That's nice. We're gonna put my hammock though. Oh geez. Well, hi there. I got camp set up. I got my hammock set up right in the middle of the trail. I hate doing that. Never really done that before, but I plan on being done early or being out of here early. I just couldn't find a good spot, so it's going right across. I got dinner on, pack of gourmet mango curry chicken salad for an appetizer, and then I got a double dosing of some mac and cheese and barbecued pork. Good morning. That was a great night's sleep next to this stream. I could have slept all day. Got everything broken up in like half hour already. I just gotta put everything on top of my pack here and I'm ready to go. Fast cleanup this morning. I think I have 16 miles planned for today. I wanted to do more, but I gotta go with what the trail gives me. So right now the aim is 16 and it's 6:45 in the morning. So I got plenty of time to get that done. So we'll see what the day brings me. Oh, that coffee's so good today. So I hiked quite a little bit down this Painter Trail. It's a yellow blaze trail that breaks off from the Loyalsock Trail. It's 1.5 miles down to a small parking area. I just couldn't find a nice place to hang my hammock. Trees weren't working out. Always something in the way or something, so that was a pretty good spot. Nice little stream here. Painter Run. I almost beat the sun up over the hill this morning, but I was still out of camp in, I'm gonna say less than an hour. Just about an hour from getting out of the hammock to hitting the trail. Pretty good breakdown with the hammock. And did I mention how comfortable that was last night? Oh man. I already can't wait till tonight. I think back there I called it Painter Trail. It's Painter Run Trail. I'm about 2 miles from camp that I left this morning. Decided to shed this outer shell because it's starting to warm up pretty good. Get some fresh water and take a short break. Had to scoop it out with my scoop here because it's pretty shallow, at least where I stopped here. Just taking it easy, taking it all in. Listening to birds, listening to a book. I got the new book for this year is Talisman by Stephen King. And I think it's co-written with Peter Straub. I think that's his name. I've just been completely just sucked into that since I started it, and I've been listening to it all morning. Listened to it last night, and really fun adventure so far. Oh, and look, right up the stream from where I just got water, there is a camp here. 10 miles in. Now, if I would have known that, I might have pushed for it. No, I did know about this camp. I didn't want to do the extra 2 miles because it was already just about sundown when I decided to camp where I camped. Even though I got to my camp area at 8 o'clock, I was all happy about it. Couldn't find a good camp for about a half hour. This would have been nice out here. I see, well, I'm not really looking that hard, but I bet you I would have found a place to hang here. Nice stream. The stream's not as loud. That stream last night, Painter Run, that was a nice stream to sleep next to. Worked out for me. I'm taking a break here along what I believe to be Shingle Run. Be nice camping over here. There's a pretty big camp area. Huge fire pit. I think I got a lot of time today and a lot of daylight. Taking advantage of the breaks I can take. Enjoying taking some pictures. This trail isn't just lovely to hike through and scenic. This trail has so much history to it. Right now we're going through, I think it's called Sammy Miller's farm. And it was last used in 1872. Before that, there's some parts of it that still manage to this day to improve wildlife around the area. Boy, is it pretty up here though. Imagine seeing this in its heyday. So right now I'm walking through roughly a 7-mile stretch of the Loyalsock Trail that's private land. There's no camping allowed in this stretch. This is Old Genesee Road. This road was actually a path taken by Native Americans. This was the fastest route from the north branch of the Susquehanna River to the west branch of the Susquehanna River. It was known as the Towanda Path. And during the War of 1812, soldiers traveled this route. This route was also part of the Underground Railroad used by slaves escaping to the north. Oh boy, wouldn't that be nice? I don't think they're open though. Right at lunchtime too. Oh, burger and a Coke sounds good right now. But I have other plans. Decided to have lunch here at the Wind Whistle Inn. This used to be a casino, 2 bowling alleys in there, and a dance floor, pool tables, and a shuffleboard, I think, too. I think it was built in 1886. I bet this place has some stories to tell. I had a really good lunch. I had the dried mangoes, the peppered beef jerky, and the chili cheese Fritos for an appetizer. And then had that while I waited for my pack of gourmet buffalo chicken salad to be ready. Got myself a Propel mixed up, some extra snacks ready to go. 5 miles to the next camp. It's going to be near Angel Run Falls. Pretty cool. Boy, I'm glad I brought the sunscreen. I really used that. I needed that going up the Genesee Road. That sun was beating down on me, so I'm glad I had that on me. Plus this hat. It was a nice time to take a break too. Hide away from that sun for a bit. And I got plenty of time to get to camp. I think there's going to be a few climbs, but nothing like what I did today and yesterday. I think. I've been wrong before on that end, so. And a few years after the Wind Whistle Inn casino was built, we have a 2-story casino just down the road here. This also had 2 bowling alleys, a dance floor, shuffleboard tables, and pool tables. Those windows are busted out here, but pretty neat piece of history. This whole area. Now as the trail turns left up here, I think it's going to go to, I think it's called Crystal Lake. And I'm going to continue straight up the hill. That's still Old Genesee Road. Over here to the right is a small cemetery. And that's where the first family to live here is buried. They came up here and farmed the land, and they paved the way for casinos to be built back there. They were here probably 15 years before that casino was built back there. Imagine coming up here, 1873, with all just wild, and raising a family up here, clearing the way. Same color. That's two things I found on this trail that are the same color as my shoes. We're slowly going to get down here into state forest land again, where we are free to camp where we want. But still, this is still old Genesee Road. This is still part of the old Towanda path. I'm walking the same place that Native Americans walked from one branch of the Susquehannock River to the other. Soldiers from 1812. The Underground Railroad. This section was part of the Underground Railroad. Here I am walking on it. Very close to my proposed camp. So that's why I'm in an extra good mood. It's been a fun day of hiking though. I've had a lot of fun just filming stuff, honestly. So here I'm at the kiosk here. There's some parking here, definitely. And some information on a hike to Angel Falls, which we're not going to be camping right at Angel Falls, you're not allowed, but we're going to be camping near it. So as you can see on the map there, we're right here. And we'll be following that orange marker going all the way up here. And you can almost see where there's Angel Falls there. We'll be going a little bit past that and camping along this stream here. So right now we're at the junction of Angel Falls Trail, 0.3 miles to Angel Falls. We're just coming up to Falls Run. I'm gonna keep going this way about a quarter mile and look for a camp along Falls Run. Man, another busted camp. I can't sleep under those Widowmakers. I can't make that happen. I cannot do that. That'd be nice campsites. There's some nice trees to hang from here and up there, but there's that tree there. Looks rotten at the bottom, and it's, I don't know, 6 stories high. And there's a camp over the knoll there. Nice trees, but same deal, right next to it. I can't do that. I'm tempted to go back towards Angel Falls and camp there, but not on it, you know, not in the area, but towards it. I'm sure this stream runs into it. It's Falls Trail, Falls Run. Oh, that frustrates me. I don't know if I should keep going. I'm gonna keep going up here a little bit before I decide to turn around. That's a quarter mile back though. Darn. Okay, so I'm on my way back here, the quarter mile back to where Angel Falls Trail starts. A little ways after that campsite that I didn't want to stay at, it gets into a natural area where you can't camp for a little over a mile. And I didn't want to pass up seeing these falls, so I'm going to walk along this trail, 0.3 miles to the falls. So I'm going to see if I can find a campsite along this trail, or possibly just find a place to put my hammock. I'm coming steep down into the gorge here. Looks like maybe off to the left down here. Might be some places to hang. Darn, as soon as I say that, camping closed beyond this point. I would not want to trip up here. My goodness. That's spectacular. I don't know if you can see it through the trees. My goodness. I feel like I'm in the Amazon. Wow, that's high up. I don't like being close to the edge like this, man. Wow. Well, that was cool and all. What doesn't solve my problem is where to camp. Well, when in doubt, stealth it out. I'm right above my proposed campsite, and there's no widowmakers right here. I've got a couple perfect trees distance apart. I can clear this up a little bit, and I can even have my dinner down there and sleep in peace up here. So let's get set up. Oh, man, does that feel good. Oh. Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Tonight on the menu we have Texas State Fair chili from Packet Gourmet. I never tried this before, I can't wait. I'm starving too. Cheddar cheese and nacho chips. Texas Pete. Some oxygen absorber. Okay, it's been about 12-13 minutes. I stirred it once. Let's see what we got here. That looks pretty good. I like it spicy, so Texas Pete is going right in. If I can open Texas Pete, there we go. I'm just gonna put maybe half of it on right now. There we go. I'm back to food bags on this trip, so I'm gonna go find a good place to hang these. And yes, I'll bring a lot of food, and all my smelly stuff is in here. I'm gonna go find a place to hang these before it gets too dark, and it's time for bed. That chili was so good. I slept like a baby again. Slept an extra hour today, but that's okay. Let's clean up and get on the trail. Got camp broke down in less than an hour again, too. I think it's easy with the hammock. I just bring my backpack over and just start stuffing things right into it from the hammock. Half the work's done 5 minutes after I get up, you know? Our first stop today is going to be the Kettle Creek natural area. There's a lot of spots in there where you're not allowed to camp. Another good reason I stayed right here at the line of it. Here we are at Kettle Creek Vista. We're about to be down in the bottom of that crossing Kettle Creek in just a short while. I hem-hawed around trying to find a dry place to go across. And then I realized, hey, I have to go get my camera anyway. This isn't happening. That was kind of like bone-chilling cold after the fourth time across that. I'm gonna keep moving for a little bit here, dry off faster, then I'll probably change my socks up here. Well, I just took a small break, got my socks changed. They feel dry after a while, but once you stop, take them off, you realize how wet they really still are. So I'm gonna dry these out. We're right along Dutter's Run here, and we're gonna be crossing it a few times. There's gonna be some nice waterfalls. We also have a big climb ahead of us, up to a big vista. So I'm gonna switch over to the hat, get the sunscreen on, get ready for the sun to come up over me. It's about 11 a.m. now. Going to hang my laundry out to dry. Right now we're at Mary's View. This is 1,700 feet elevation. We still have 300 feet to go up to High Knob Vista. We're just now coming up on these 5 monster switchbacks up to about 2,000 foot elevation. These things are monsters here, but I'm about to the top now. Hey, look, same color. So I went off trail a little bit there. That was 0.3 miles on this road over to check out Smith Knob Vista. It's worth the 0.3 miles down here. It's an awesome view. And now we're coming up to what's called Split Rock. So we are taking a break here at Ketchum Run. Had some pepper jerky, chili cheese Fritos, and a mango curry chicken salad. Right out of the bag. That's really good. Feel refreshed, charged my phone a bit, checked in with the satellite messenger, rested my feet, sat down on these nice seats. About 5 miles to camp. I might just put my head down and go. I think we have some nice waterfalls, maybe a view or two to see, so I'm sure I'll be back again soon here to show you something. So let's get moving. And right now we're in this awesome ravine. It's so steep on each side. You can feel the cool air just coming in like an air conditioner in front of me. And now we're coming up to the top of Lee's Falls. Oh, well, looky here. I guess I am at Rhodes Falls. the alternate route took me right here anyway. I don't feel like doing it again for the walkaway shot, sorry, but hey, I did it. Beautiful falls here. See a nice campsite here too. Pretty flat for a tent. I don't know about hammock, be tight. I don't see a great hammock spot right off the bat. That's a pretty scene though. Well, I was walking along and I looked up ahead of me and I just stopped in my tracks because I saw this sign, Ladderhead, use at your own risk. But then it doesn't have the other signs with it. I'm like, no, did I just go around? No, I didn't. It's just warning the people coming from this side. I just like stopped. I was like, oh no, did I? Nope, we're good. Up we go. Last climb of the day. Beautiful view here. I was walking around here, checking out the views, and I got some company right here. You always got to look before you step somewhere. I was going to walk over there, and I looked over there, and I said, look at you. So that's lower Alpine View there. We still have another 320 feet elevation to get to Alpine View. And yes, I'm actively looking for rattlesnake now. Here we have Alpine View. Still looking out for rattlesnakes over here. 320 feet above the other one. I don't know if directly above, but nice view. My God. Looks like somebody almost burnt the forest down here. There's a tent burn up. And a bunch of supplies and things. At first I thought I came across a controlled burn. Somebody had a fire out here and almost burnt the forest down. Holy moly. That's an MSR Hubba Hubba. That's not cheap. Looks like their phone burnt. Holy crap. Rummaging through all this stuff, everything's pretty destroyed. I find this is probably the culprit. Look, one of those blowtorch lighters. That probably burnt all this whole forest section down. Wow, man. That was a dumb move. When they say no fires, no fires. I mean, I don't know how old that was, but it still smells like when I came up on it, I thought I was coming up on a campfire because it smelled like fire, you know? And then I just saw this black. Oh yeah, welcome to my home for the night. This is a great looking camp. This is gonna be a good night here. This is right next to Double Run. I'm basically at the 40-mile marker on the Loyalsock Trail. And no, I don't plan on having a fire and burning the place down. I still can't believe that, man. Woo. Trailside burrito is delicious. This is really good. Only 4 ounces of water. It looked kind of dry, but you know, it's refried beans. It's got the green peppers in there, and that hot sauce has a zing to it. I'll probably have enough for one more burrito. I like this. I've just been hanging out in the hammock, watching it get dark around me, and it's pretty dark right now. Look at this view I got though. There's my tiny little night core light here. Look how bright that is. This little thing. Boom. Super low, medium, high. Yeah, early night for me. Beautiful night. Good morning. I did not sleep well last night. Wind gusts kept coming through. Trees kept just swaying back and forth above me, branches falling. Every time I seem to get settled down, something will wake me up, hitting the ground or something. Probably got a little bit of sleep, but it was a restless sleep. It's about 6 a.m. now, and I'm ready to roll. So, 2 miles till World's End State Park. It almost looks like it wants to rain today. Chilly, you can feel the cold air just blowing through in gust. Here comes another. I just said, man, enough of this. Let's get up and get out of here. So, I'm gonna take it easy today. Try to stay awake and get to the next camp. Boy, those burritos were good last night, man. Look at that, somebody lost the whole entire Sawyer squeeze with the bag. Wonder if it was that person running from the fire that he started. We're coming up on Mineral Springs Road, and that's Mineral Springs there. I guess it has something to do with the iron oxide in the water that gives it that color. Really nice view of these falls coming up off of Mineral Springs Road. I think it's called Neen-Iha Falls. Really pretty. And now here we are. Welcome to World's End State Park. And welcome to the amazing Canyon Vista. Big time view. Really nice up here. The sun's starting to shine some, but it's just cold today. I'm not taking this vest off yet. Windy and cold. Got to throw my trash away up here and use a restroom. But I think my time here on Canyon Vista is done. I'm gonna head off this and continue my hike for the day. I'm at a pretty nice area here. This is still on the Link Trail and the Loyalsock Trail. A lot of nice streams around here. Trails. I think we're supposed to go this way. Those X's there, those represent the Link Trail. Nice little bridges made for you here. Welcome to the end of the world. This is World's End's Vista. Now we're back down at the bottom again, and right in front of me here is the park office for World's End State Park. Oh yeah. One last little tiny place of refuge here before the High Rock Trail monster climb. Let's get this over with. Now we're still on High Rock Trail and we're going over High Rock Run. This flows right into the Loyalsock. And now we're going up is what's known as rock stairs. Look at that. So going up the rock stairs here. Found a perfect rock, or I guess it's a stair, for a seat here. Take a break. Just that. A lot of switching back, but constant boulders. Wow. And now we've made it to High Rock Vista. Our reward for that grueling climb. Been taking a break at this Vista here. We still have about a little over 500 feet of elevation gain to get to the top of this. Now what we just did a little earlier was we came down off that mountain there. And there's the state forest right there, the office. We came right across the street from that and walked behind it. And we came all the way up here, around this side of it here. Down one and up one. Partially up one. That's where we just were. So I just took a nice long break there, call it lunch, right along Big Run, refilled water. My feet have not been feeling great. They just hurt, you know, they just don't want to hike. They just want to rest. I have to keep taking rest because I keep wanting to get off my feet. I keep thinking maybe I need maybe more padding in my shoes or something like that. These superiors are very minimal with their cushion. That's all I keep thinking about. I mean, I'm just asking myself to do 14 miles today. I think I only have like 4 more to go. But I sit down, take a break, a long break. So, feel a lot better now. And right now we're at Alpine Falls. This is a really short side trail off of the Loyalsock to come see it from the bottom. We're going to be up on top there shortly. Here we are at the top of Alpine Falls. I don't know if we get a view from up here. This'll do. This'll do just fine. Boy, it feels good to be done for the day. Even after 14 miles, that was a long day. My feet hurt. Feels good to be off of them. Just enjoying this nice view here. Don't get to camp next to bodies of water like this often. I don't. Check out where I got the hammock. Oh, how's that? It's supposed to get cold tonight too. So that's going to be my place of warmth here shortly. I'll be just sitting there, staying warm, getting some shut-eye. My ride's coming in the morning. I have 7 miles out to the parking lot. Fun trip so far. This is a nice camp to end it with. I'm about all set up for in the morning here. Tarp ready to go. I don't think I'm going to need it tonight. Food bags ready to go. A couple more things to throw in them and hang. Anyways, I'm going to keep wrapping this up and watch this sunset. The pine tree sunset. Well, I got the alarm set for 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm gonna call it a night. Maybe take some more videos here, some more shots, because I just can't resist myself here with this in front of me. Other than that, see you in the morning. And it's supposed to go down to 30 degrees tonight, so I'm sleeping with my water filter with me in the hammock. Hello, 5 a.m. Well, that was a record breakup time for me. That was less than a half hour, got everything broke up. No coffee. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit and my fingers warm up a little bit more before I have some coffee up the trail here. Even though it sounds good to be holding a hot cup of coffee right now. But I want to get my miles in, and just coming up on 5:30. Slept with the water filter. It was fine. Got water ready for the morning already. I did that last night. I'm just gonna hit the trail, start moving. Just mentally prepared myself for this. Oh, that was a peaceful night's sleep though. 12-hour camp. 12-hour camp. Just when you think winter's past, And summer's coming. Wake up to 30 degrees in the Loyalsock forest. Man, ooh, where's the sun? Can't move my fingers, can't move my mouth. Sunlight. Just about coffee time for me. Now after we leave this iron bridge, we're gonna go to the left, continue on the Loyalsock Trail. Over to my right here, if you remember those X's we saw up at World's End State Park, that's the link trail. It turns right here. So that would be a link trail, a loop. Right there it is. To do what I did this morning and yesterday evening, afternoon in the World's End State Park. 20-some mile loop maybe? And now we're coming up to what's called the Haystacks. They're sandstone formations that have puzzled geologists for ages. The only thing they can agree on is that they were deposited here by some catastrophic event, whether it was some kind of glacial thing coming through, a tsunami, a comet, or a meteor impact. Crazy. A mystery to this day. That was a nice place to have morning coffee. Warmed right up in that sun. I still didn't take any of my layers off because as soon as you get out and get into the shade again, it's cold. But the hat came in handy out there, checking things out without getting the sun glare in my face. Nice morning out here. Some tracks down there. Yeah, probably a dog. A lot of tracks around here. Getting about 3 miles to the parking lot now. Yeah, I just stood there and took a nice morning break. Just stared at those haystacks, thinking about the mystery of what the heck they are. A catastrophic event. Just to think there's a chance they might be from outer space. Boy, this last 7 miles have been quite easy. Been doing it with no hiking poles. I got these on my, I added in my pack when I got it to hold your hiking poles. I very rarely use them, but they're coming in handy now, and I'm kind of enjoying the no hiking pole thing right now. I haven't really needed it. A couple times I probably could have used them, but I just took my time going down that last hill, coming into the haystacks there, and was fine. I mean, I always recommend using trekking poles, but kind of cool. Nice different feel for me here. Keep reminding myself, I'm like, Do I have my hiking poles? Where's my trekking poles? Oh yeah, they're on me. Well, it's my 5th day out. 4 nights out here. I put the Loyalsock Trail into a hard category. Don't judge it by these last 7 miles I had. I planned this out accordingly. It's true Pennsylvania hiking, full of rocks and roots, but the views are spectacular. Campsites were pretty abundant. I mean, I know if you see my videos before and watch my camps, I do take it very cautiously. Camps, I won't camp someplace where I think a tree might fall on me or something like that, or I'm really picky about my camps, but there's a decent amount of camps out here. I was in a hammock and it worked out every night, but 5 days out here is pretty good. It challenged me pretty well. And my feet were hurting. I got to look into that. My feet were aching at the end of each day. Maybe I just should have took longer breaks or more breaks. Sometimes you're out here and you just have tunnel vision, camp vision. Just want to get there, but you know, slow down a little bit. I got to camp plenty early every night. Sun was out till about 8:30 every night, so. But it was a fun adventure altogether. I mean, I rested up well and felt good every morning, so that says something. But I do want to look into my cushioning here. As for like a mini through hike, that's kind of what I call these. I'd say this is harder than Susquehannock Trail. I know Susquehannock Trail has 20 plus miles on top of this one, and it's a loop. Nice, convenient to just drive and get out there yourself. But this trail is a lot of elevation change, a lot of rocks, and some of the parts are just downright dangerous. Going around the cliff edges, you're going up and down over some of these boulders. I mean, you could fall over easily, but I put this in the harder category. If you're looking for a easier through hike, mini through hike experience, Susquehannock Trail is still where it's at. It's got some climbs to it, but nothing like Loyalsock Trail. And this is definitely harder than the Black Forest Trail. This is definitely Black Forest Trail, big brother. But it's got some of the same things. You work, you do a lot of work, but you get a lot of rewards for it. A lot of history on this trail. I love the history on this trail. And this guide I got, I know it's still available. You can find them by the Alpine Club of Williamsport. This is 2015 edition. I think there's a 2021 edition, maybe. There's a newer edition out. But that's where I learned all this history in there. And stopping at the park offices and stuff like that. You'll learn that stuff there too. Nice adventure, good adventure trail. The Loyalsock Trail is marked really well. Markers are put exactly where you need them. If you don't see an LT marker for a minute or two, turn around, find the last one. They're there. They got mile markers. It seemed like more towards the end when the mile markers started popping up. Every so often, it'll let you know exactly how far you're going. If you're going to do this trail, coming the opposite way that I just did, I think would be easier. But I recommend doing it this way. It's like the way the trail was built. That hill coming right out of the car at first is very menacing. And it's tough. It is one of the tougher climbs on the trail. But it's short compared to the other ones you're going to be doing. And I wouldn't let that stop you. There is a parking area over there too. You could probably fit a few cars. I definitely call the park office to let them know you want to park there for 4 or 5 days beforehand, because the parking lot I'm going to is huge. There's like 2 parking lots. But yeah, I'd recommend doing it this way. It's just the trail flows this way. The 2 toughest parts of going the direction I did is right out of the car and coming up Old Genesee Road, the gravel road part. It seems like you're on that for a really long time, and it's up. Sun coming down on you. Those are the 2 worst parts of it. I mean, the other climbs are just typical, the ups and downs of a trail. You know, you gotta climb. But those are the 2 worst parts. But I do recommend doing it this way. Like I said, It's the way it was built, I think. Being on the Loyalsock Trail this time of year, right at the end of May, when everything's just flourishing with life, right before summer kicks in, well, it's just, I feel like I'm in this wonderland. I just feel lucky to be out here on this trail during this particular time. It's a great trail to hike. I recommend coming out. Like I said, it's marked well. And there's lots of sights to see out here. You'd have a great time if you just section hike it or through hike it. Well, that does it for me on this hike. I still have some time left before my ride gets here. If you want to go check out Dutchman Falls, I do. Welcome to Dutchman Falls. This is about 1/10 of a mile from the trailhead. Well, hey, thanks for coming along. See y'all next time.